Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest. And we are back with Kislev and Ivan Frostyfang, because we couldn't get enough of frosty things. Could we? Yes. He may as well have been Frosty Thang. I mean, really. I mean, come on now. Frosty Thang. Oh, yeah. Bring that Thang over here. Oh, yes. Exactly. We should have done that. But then he would have just gone over to the freezer and put himself in it. So, probably not a good idea. So, let us now attack a Chaos Lord. Oh, yes. A Chaos Lord. Now, this is going to be relatively amusing because this guy is huge, as you can see. But, unfortunately, yeah, we have an overabundance of units. These are not my units, so don't get too up in arms about it, or up in legs, or okay, yeah, there we go. But yes, don't get too up in arms about it, because we actually have a lord that is helping us right now. So yes, there's no problem there. But as you can see, we have a horse, and there's a bear. There is actually a bear that we can see, an armored bear. In actual fact, that is the fellow. That is the fellow. That is the lord that is helping us. Yes, the fellow. Ah, fantastic. Fantastic. That's his actual name. The fellow. That's his title. So, yes. Hopefully, we're actually going to deal some pretty good damage here, but we do have to bear in mind that these are chaos units, and they hit extremely hard. I did actually fight a band of marauders, and while I was able to eliminate them very, very easily, as most of the marauders themselves do not appear to have armor, the higher tier units... Okay, maybe not. Undivided Chaos Warrior just got killed instantly, as well as a Khorne Chaos Knight. Not entirely sure what's going on with that, but I suppose that's fine. I am going to tell everyone to charge in here. I have a weird amalgamation of different units that I'm using right now, because I felt like, yes, we definitely have to go with something that is going to give us the advantage on the battlefield, as well as being in sieges. But I'm not sure whether I've actually done that. So we're going to see whether that is actually the case. Again, once again, I do have a, shall we say, healing companion that is, it could basically be anyone, because, I mean, yeah, I just basically recruited the first person I could find, and she is currently the healing bot, or whatever you want to call it, but yes, that is basically what we're going with right now. So, yes, otherwise, this actually seems to be going rather well, in actual fact. I mean, most of these things... oh, yes, I'm a horse archer, by the way. Yes, I decided I would make a horse archer, which is kind of amusing, considering everyone knows... If you've been watching me for maybe a year or maybe 2 years or more, I actually don't know. The last time I complained about horse archers was a while ago, but the fact is, I am both bad and extremely loathful of every horse archer, because I am bad at being a horse archer, so that makes me hate them even more, and I am not as good as any of the AI that actually portray the horse archer role in any battlefield. So yeah, it basically ends up with me running around, missing every single shot, as you could see just there. Don't count those, please. Thank you very much, because, I mean, really, I didn't think actually anyone would do that in the previous episode, so thank you for that. Thank you very much. But yes, now, yes, the horse archers are obviously going to be very effective if we can obviously give the chaos units the run around. But yes, he managed to escape, which is kind of sad, but as you can see, we do have a good variety of different food here, and this is my armor if you actually worried, if you actually wondered. So yes, it's actually not too bad. We do have a crude helmet and crude greaves, but I couldn't find anything better. I actually did go to the Wood Elf city to get a bow, because I actually couldn't find a bow in the Kislev towns, which is kind of weird. I kind of found that was a little bit weird, considering they do have horse archers. So yes, that's, I don't know, it's kind of a bit strange. But yes, this is the fellow that was actually with us. He has a bear for a mount. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to Prague real quick, because I think we might be able to find one. Now, when I actually looked before, I couldn't find one, so I'm hopeful that maybe there will be one in the mount vendor's stock or inventory this time around. It would be quite nice. But first off, we are going to just go in and recruit a couple of people here, because, well, I actually don't have a full army. As you can see, I have 18 spaces. We have Katya here, which I thought was actually really quite fitting for being from Kislev. So, yes, it's pretty nice there. We also have some Streltskis here. Streltsky? No. Streltsis. And we also have Kislev veteran horse masters who are, of course, going to be extremely good at giving our opponents the runaround. But it's kind of weird, because they only have 5 in power draw, and they're better than me. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. And then, of course, we have these really good cavalry units, and we have some Kreml guards here as well. Hopefully they're going to show us their two-handed axe power later down the line. So, let's head on into Prague and see whether we can actually find a... Oh my! We do! We do actually have a war bear. Oh, there is actually a spirited armored bear, but unfortunately, I do not have the riding skill to actually ride it, which is... Oh, that is grinding my gears right now, because I think I have 5 riding skill. Yeah, I think I have 5 riding skill, and I actually need 6. But that's absolutely fine, because it only gives you a little bit more armor. Actually, a lot more armor, almost double the armor, but it is 73,000 gold. Oh, yeah, and I could easily give myself that amount of gold, but the point is that right now we have this available, and I think that would actually be very cool to see that in action. So, yeah, without further ado, I think we're just going to be recruiting a couple of other units here. Oh, and it appears Kislev is actually... Oh, yes, they have taken this castle from the Realm of Chaos. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Okay, that's pretty nice. I did not have any sort of awareness about the amount of sieges that the Kislevites are currently perpetrating against them. Ooh, shall we get some revenge on the Chaos Trolls for one of our previous mini-series episodes where we got absolutely decimated? I think it was actually the vampire. I think it was the vampire that got decimated by these guys, so let's see if we can actually catch up to these guys if we can. I have a bad feeling that we're not going to be able to. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. Are we? Wait, maybe I can lag them out in some way, because the world map has problems. Yes, maybe we could actually help that guy out. Wait, that's Boyar Alexei there. Oh, yes, I think we could actually help him out a little bit. He's actually against... Do you think we could? There are a bunch of Nurglings there, nothing to worry about there too much. They do have Khorne Chaos Knights, they have Undivided Chaos Knights, and of course they do have, yes, a lot of other things. Do you think we could actually win this? Maybe we could. Ah, well, okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's go and help this fellow here. Okay, so, yes, move in to help. So, yes, it's, okay, we have a reasonable... kind of. A reasonable ratio here. 225 versus 294. So let's just see, shall we? We have a battle advantage of 0. I suppose that is thanks to Katya's amazing tactics skill, I guess. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but I suppose, yes, she can't work miracles, that's for sure. But, yes, now let's get into position here, shall we? Oh, wow, they are they already? Are they already just charging in here? That is a huge error on their part, in my opinion. Okay, so this is going to be amusing. Well, now the bear, do bear in mind that the bear is extremely slow. Extremely slow, so me actually being able to deal good damage with it is going to be extremely difficult. But, yes, we're just going to try our best. Obviously, as you can see, wow, the bear literally just took 66 damage, and it doesn't seem as though he actually took any, so that's really quite amazing. Okay, so yes, we're going to tell our cavalry to fire at will, thank you very much. Okay, so this bear is, I would say, a little more, shall we say, disadvantageous than having a horse, because the horse, as you could probably see beforehand, was extremely fast, and that actually helps us out quite a bit, because obviously then we're able to deal even more damage thanks to our speed bonus and things like that. But yes, unfortunately I still have not gone into the arena and gotten some skills either, so it'd probably be a good idea to do that after this, if we survive. If we survive, that is. So we're going to try our very best to survive, of course. We have some Nurglings and some Plague Bearers all around here. We're going to try and take them out. The Nurglings look kind of cute, actually, so it's kind of sad that we're eliminating them. then that was a very weird horse. I'm actually unsure why I slaughtered it. I think it was because I thought there was an invisible rider on it or something along those lines, but no, I don't think that was the case. So, yes, I think we can probably get out our bow now and try and... Oh, yes, this is going to... Yes. Just what I thought. This is going to result in my death. I'm pretty sure that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, at least we do get to see a bird's eye view of the bloodletter making its way down the... Whoa. Oh, wow. It's actually not a bloodletter. It's a herald of Khorne, in actual fact. So, yes, these guys are absolutely going to slaughter everything in their path. Unless... Never mind. Never mind. Kreml Guard, that fellow right there, is the hero of the day. Oh my. Now that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing if I do say so myself. It appears as though my army is absolutely clearing up and mopping the enemy all over the floor right now. In comparison to our comrade in arms who... Well, he did run in first, so I suppose he is going to take more of the damage. But that Herald of Khorne, I really thought that guy was just going to run through all of our units, cleaving everywhere, slaughtering them all. But no. No, apparently that particular Kreml Guard had other ideas. Katya has now been eliminated, so we are probably going to be seeing quite a few more deaths if our surgery skill has been disabled as a result of that, which I think it is. So... wait a minute, I think we've actually won. Have we? Wow, against all odds. Against all odds, we might have actually pulled out a victory here. But on the sort of minus side of things, on the negative side, we are probably going to have to recruit a couple more units before we actually participate in a siege against the Realm of Chaos. Because the Realm of Chaos is exactly what I said in the previous episode that we would be attacking in a siege, because we haven't seen their castle layout yet. So I think it would be a rather nice idea to check that out. So yes, there is actually one enemy remaining. He is being a rather, well, cowardly cur, shall we say. But he is huge, as you can see. He is absolutely huge. The armor that the Chaos get is just insane, and I gotta say, probably the best armor you can currently see in Warsword Conquest. Maybe. Obviously, I haven't seen all the armor right now, but I would definitely say that they are in the top 3, maybe even in the top 2. But, yeah, their armor looks pretty good. So there it is, a victory for us, and only, wow, only 14 renown, and we actually lost a good amount of our units as well in the process. Our allies only lost 42. Well, technically, we only lost 14, they lost 11, so I suppose that's okay. But in general, we should have lost less. I know it's a chance, but... we have a companion with 10 surgery, so we should, in theory, not lose anyone. But anyway, 143 versus 129. We should be okay here. I, unfortunately, now have literally no HP whatsoever, because Katya has apparently not restored herself, which is kind of bad. But we're going to try our very best to deal damage with our bow. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is, and we actually eliminated someone in the process. I can't believe it. And there is a lot of... wow. There are a lot of Heralds of Khorne coming here, which is not good. We have to tell everyone to charge in as well. Okay, come on now. Heralds of Khorne. I must eliminate you before you get over here. I'm pretty sure you have Ignore Pain. Do you? No, you don't seem to have Ignore Pain? Okay, that's rather amusing. Suffice to say, okay. Maybe we should have retreated, actually. Probably would have been a good idea to actually retreat. Perhaps. I'm eliminating them, though. I am eliminating them. That is fine. This guy is coming a little bit too close for my liking. Take that. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, yes. Headshots. Headshots all over the place. But this guy has a huge shield. And I am now out of arrows. So we are going to have to, well, take arms against them. Yes. Oh, yes. There we go. We took him out. That was very, very close. Yes, there we are. We're eliminating them. I think we actually killed, what was it, 3 Heralds of Khorne? So I gotta say that's pretty nice. I mean, it's better than corn on the cob, isn't it? I mean, it's better than them actually getting the cob up here and rolling over us with it. I mean, the yellow would just be in our nightmares forever. But yes, other than that, I think we actually might survive. It's actually not looking good, hilariously enough. It is not looking good, apart from the fact that I was just eliminated yet again due to our surgeon being eliminated, of course. But yeah, it's not actually looking that good, because it appears many of their very, very good units were held back until the second reinforcement wave, which I have to say is, well, I gotta say pretty impressive. Because, well, I wouldn't have expected that. I would have expected many of their best units to be in there first, but maybe our Streltsy units will actually be able to prove their worth here, because they do have extremely long muskets, and maybe they will prove themselves to be very, very damaging. They do seem to be getting quite a few kills here, and many of the enemy's units do not have shields. As you can see, they are just running into battle and having absolutely reckless abandon as well. So it seems pretty good. It seems pretty good, actually. I think the Kislev army compositions can actually be very, very balanced. Because, of course, we have Kreml guards. They don't actually have shields, which is the only thing that they actually have a weakness of. And, well, obviously the only other people that we have are Griffin, I can't even remember what they're called, but the Griffin units, the most top tier of cavalry, they do have shields. So if you wanted to, you could basically just go all cavalry. So you could go horse archers, and the horse archers could actually be pretty effective in sieges as well. But of course they might use their arrows reasonably fast as well, but you kind of have to worry about that at a later point anyway. But if you want to, you can go for horse archers and heavy cavalry, so you would have a very, very fast and mobile army in the battle itself, in battlefields, shall we say. Wow, we lost 23 units there. Look at that. That is, oh, monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. But at least we were able to help this fellow. We are quite happy with that. And we're able to take him prisoner. I'm going to take him prisoner, thank you very much, yes. There were actually 2 of them there. And we do get to take a couple of units and rescue them, which is actually pretty agreeable to me, because we lost many, many more than we are now gaining. So I got to say, that's kind of sad. But yeah, maybe I was actually hoping for a bear cavalry, but I don't see one here. Griffin Legion. Yes, that is the one. Griffin Legion. So we're going to get a couple more of those, I think, and we're going to take as many of these guys prisoner as we can. There we go. Okay, so that seems pretty good to me. That seems pretty good. So, yes, without further ado, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take that Marauder Great Axe, because I think it would be hilarious to see it. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, that is just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous, but I like it. I like it a lot, yes. It's actually pretty cool. Should I use it? No, it's a two-handed. Well, I could use it, I suppose, but still. Okay, but yes, anyway, there it is. We did have a little bit of a look at the Kislevite units in field battles. A pretty big battle, in actual fact. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end the episode off here, and then next time... I know, I actually thought it was only going to be a 2-part miniseries, but it seems as though we're going to go into the 3rd part, and we're going to take a look at the siege mechanics of the Realm of Chaos, and we'll see how well we do there. I might actually increase my army size a little bit just to make it a little bit fairer, because we're going to be going up against garrisons of probably 300 plus, and it might actually be kind of fun to see if we can even succeed. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.